Alright guys, so what we did is we got the old fog lights out from the Duramax. As you can see, they've got these crazy shrouds that actually sit inside the hole, and then the fog light itself sits inside the shroud back there. So basically, as you can see there, we completely removed the shroud. And this just sat right inside there like that. Basically, you can see where the two mounting holes were there, and then basically this shroud sat up in there like this. So we've removed the shroud. Basically, what I'm going to try and do here, it'll focus in there. We're going to come off these two mounting bolt holes. We're going to build the bracket down, and we're going to have two LED pods, one here, one here. So basically, we're going to have an LED pod here and here. One of them will stick out a little farther than the other one, and then it's just going to bolt up. It's just going to bolt up to those two bolts there, and I'm going to create a bracket for it. So basically, what I did is I went on Amazon and I bought some LED pods, and I've got two boxes here. One of them I've already opened. So here's what they look like. It's just a pod here. It's got the mounting bracket on the back with your wire coming out. I mean, it looks like a pretty durable pod. So yeah, there's the two right there, and we're gonna fabricate a bracket so that these two pods will sit kind of like this. So one's a little bit behind the other one, and then one sticks out. So basically, what I've done is I fabricated, let's get some better light here. I fabricated this bracket, and I just made two bends in it, one there and one there. Drilled two holes, and this is kind of the bracket that's gonna offset these two pods and allow them to sit right next to each other. Then I'm gonna weld a bracket off here and go up and attach those two bolts that I showed you just a minute ago. So I'll throw this together really quick and I'll show you what it looks like and kind of where I'm going with this, but let me throw that together real quick. So basically, as you guys can see here, we have the kind of how I wanted it. I wanted to have one farther out than the other, just so when it sits inside that opening for the fog light, it fits in there better and it looks better. So basically, if you come around to the back here, that's basically how the bracket works. We just have the one side connected here. I put a small 90 bend, and then I ran, another portion over here. So right there, you guys can see that's just how it works out. Pretty simple, just threw it together, and as you can see, they're gonna sit like that. So then the next thing I need to do is make my bracket that's gonna run up and over and then attach to the two bolts that are existing that bezel thing sat in for the original fog light. So just up and to a T up here, and then it'll drop down, and hopefully this will just sit right in there. So as you guys can see, I kind of have it just wedged in here right now, but this is kind of what I'm going for, and I'll probably end up moving it quite a bit, but hopefully you guys can see that. Trying to hold it steady here, but yeah, so that's the bracket that's holding them there, and then the next step is just going to be to make that bracket that runs up and attaches up to the top here where those bolts are. So it's a pretty simple bracket, but man, I think it's going to look really good once we get this all together. But that's just kind of how it sits. Alright guys, so basically I've tack welded the bracket. This is the L piece that comes down. There's the piece that crosses that attaches to the factory location. I've just thrown a tack weld, and I'll end up, I'll cut that part off and clean it all up. I just want to test fit it. But basically, where those holes are up there, it's just gonna sit. Just gonna drop in like that. and sit down and then pick up the back piece of that. So yeah, that's kind of how it looks right now. Let's see if this, where I tacked it, if that's the right spot. We'll check and make sure that's good. Weld it, clean it all up, throw it back together, and I'll kind of show you guys what it finally looks like. Alright guys, well here is the bracket, completely finished. So basically we've got our top piece here that'll bolt to the existing 2 holes. Just a quick weld here. Got my angled L bracket that'll bolt down here to the little offset bracket for the 2 LED pods. So basically it'll sit like this. Alright guys, so I got the second bracket made. They're slightly different, but I'm just, you know, hammering them in a vise, so I'm not out here for perfection, but got that second bracket made. Pretty much similar. So the one on the right side sits like this, because I want that outside pod to be out further than this one, and then the mounting bracket, and then the one on the left side will sit like this. The outside pod's out here, and then all I gotta do is make this mounting bracket and this piece, and then we'll be able to throw them all together and go get some stainless hardware, get these painted, and we'll be good to go. Alright guys, so getting some fresh paint on these, just purely so they don't rust. But got the second bracket made up. You can see there. I still gotta make this part of the second bracket. Just need to weld it in place, but just throwing some paint on there to protect it from rust, and then we're gonna get these things all bolted on. Got a bunch of stainless steel hardware, and then we'll throw them on and we'll see how they come out. Alright guys, apologize for the mowing in the background, but we got one done. Show it to you here, got it all wired up. Just got the factory fog light wiring harness coming down, and then there's the butt splice connection. Since we got 2 pods, we got the 2 positive coming in, 2 negative coming in there. Coming from both pod, made up the connection. I'll seal this all up, get it weather tight. Yeah, electrical connection is made, bracket is in, stainless steel bolts up top, right there. Bracket is solid. Might tweak them a little bit, but I really like how they're sitting. So let's get this other side done, and I'll show them to you how they look on. Alright guys, well here she is, completely done. As you can see, that side, left side's in, right side is in. I think it looks really awesome. I might adjust them a little bit. Right now this one's pointing down a little bit. This one, I mean they're shooting pretty well straight out, but yeah, they're both in. Brackets are solid on both of them. Got them all wired up, tucked away. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.